Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
I love it. It's all about the heroes. We unlock the secrets, what makes them tick, how we can all be successful. We just had the co-creator of the Manhattan Monologue Slam, who's appeared on Comedy Central, MTV, ESPN, and a ton of others, including a gazillion commercials and stuff. So check out his website, nationalslam.com. I love franchises. It's awesome. Gives you the huge opportunity to, be in business and have that plan of how to best succeed. I mean, we continue to get feedback from when we had the chairman of Yum Brands on, who founded KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and keep the feedback coming, because we just recently got 3 gazillion feedback thing on Cinnabon's CEO. So keep that coming. So let's continue on the trail about franchisings. We have the CEO of, before I tell you, it's the fastest growing healthcare franchise in the world. Locations now spreading throughout many states. He co-founded in 2012. Now you're probably wondering, one, what industry it is and who is it? We have the CEO, Jim Abrams, who is co-founded, are you ready for this? Fyzical. Good morning to you, Jim. Now, Jim, tell us all about what Fyzical is, and I want to spell that out, all right? So make sure everybody write this down. Fyzical, it's Fyzical.com. Of course, we'll have it on our website, Eliances.com at Eliances.com. Jim, how did this all come to be?
Well, I've been in franchising throughout most of my career, going back to Weight Watchers, way back when, but also with the Train Company. And then I founded 1 Hour Air Conditioning, Ben Franklin, Mr. Sparky, and then also helped build mutual fund stores. So I'd retired. I'd sold my last business, retired, and was actually seeing a physical therapist and attempting to help a physical therapist move into a new medical office park. Fell in love with the business, found it to be very like the other franchises that I've been involved with and founding and growing, and decided to start another business very late in my life.
Now, you've been so successful with all of these ones that you've launched, though. What's the secret to actually launching the franchise? How do you know that it's going to be successful? And most importantly, how do you know that someone's going to actually buy it?
Well, I think my niche is small, fragmented, privately owned, service-oriented businesses. So that's my model. I've developed a process over the years that I can apply 10 specific approaches to these types of businesses, and they have success at a very, very high percentage. In using the franchise model, we have to have a brand that means something to the public, and then have the systems and procedures that would help these existing business owners transition their business over to our model and be successful.
And Jim, I know you could do franchising now in your sleep with everything that you've done, but let's go back a little bit here. You started off as a high school teacher in the Detroit public schools. You changed careers and later became the national entrepreneur and investor. But what at that point did you decide to say, hey, let's switch gears?
Well, I was teaching at the high school level and then started teaching at the college level, and I was actually recruited from the classroom. So I had an accountant who was taking a continuing education class suggest that I might be able to assist Weight Watchers, largest franchisee in Detroit, Michigan, grow their business substantially. So I left the classroom and went to work at Weight Watchers, found that I loved being in business. My boss at Weight Watchers decided her son, who was graduating from college, would be perhaps better at the job or certainly had the right last name for the job. So at that point in time, I left Weight Watchers, but had fallen in love with business and continued the process then of being involved in franchise businesses.
Oh, excellent. Now let's talk more about Fyzical. What's making it so unique? Why is it growing so fast? And what type of people are you looking for that as far as clients go?
So I think it's so unique because we have a unique proprietary methodology of providing balanced therapy to patients that didn't exist before Fyzical. So we've developed these processes. My business partners in Fyzical are all MDs and DPTs, doctors of physical therapy. And I recognized that America was falling down. People were dizzy, they were getting hurt, and it was a very high cost of Medicare. So I said, could we find the answer to that to stop people from falling? And we have. So now we've been able to intervene through physical therapy with MDs and with physical therapists, identify a person that might have a fall risk. Once identifying them, give them a therapeutic process that they can go through that reduces their risk of fall phenomenally, hence lessening the cost of Medicare and improving the lives of Americans.
Oh, I love it. And you're listening to the Eliances Hero Show. Now be a hero with me, David Kogan. Go to where entrepreneurs align and be part of the community, Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. And we're talking with Jim Abrams, who co-founded Fyzical.com, and that's Fyzical.com. And of course, we'll have the interview and link posted on our website, Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. Now, Jim, there's so many things that we continue to read about that is evolving, new laws with regarding franchising and that. What's your whole take on it, and where do you see things continually going on with the new administration and stuff? Is it becoming easier or more difficult to start and launch a franchise system itself?
I think perhaps the greatest challenge to franchisors at the moment is probably twofold. One is this process is a franchisee really part of a larger network, and then hence subject to the rules and regulations regarding insurances, payroll, et cetera. So that's one large one. And then there seems to be a shift in accounting regulations that has already been in process, scheduled to take place this year and next, that I think also makes it a little bit more complicated to be a franchisor. But even with that said, if a franchisor such as us really brings solid systems and procedures to the small business person, they're way ahead by being part of a franchise organization than trying to figure it out on their own.
Yeah, I mean, it just, again, we just continue to read about it and stuff. Now, the ideal, so are you actively selling franchisees? Are you actually selling franchises?
Yes, we are.
And what states particularly are you looking to fill?
Well, we're throughout the United States at this point in time. I think we're currently active in 26 different states.
Great.
39, I'm sorry. I was just corrected by
it grows
somebody
quick.
in the room here.
It grows quick.
So, yeah, we're active in 39 states, and it does grow quick. We entered 2014 with only one center in the United States. We'll come out of this year with over 300.
Now, we've got a lot of listeners that are in business. They're looking to make money. They're looking to possibly buy a franchise in that. What's the sweet spot for you of how they would know is, hey, you know what, maybe this is something I might be a match for? What's the ideal profile of somebody to be successful in your system?
Well, I think we have three major categories. One would be a otolaryngologist, so a medical doctor with commonly known as ear, nose, and throat doctor would be able to acquire our franchise and really expand their business, and we have a substantial number of those. Those that are physical therapists already in business. So those that have a business, we actually convert them to the physical model, so they take their existing business and convert it. And then the third category would be those that want to get into the physical therapy business. They might be financiers, they might be physical therapists, or they might be physicians looking and saying, I really like the business of physical therapy. It is growing, and it is growing at about 7% per year, physical therapy. And it appears that I think the future of medicine might move more towards physical therapy because we are a lesser cost to the medical system.
Excellent. Well, Jim, you and Fyzical, you're leading the charge to building a better way for your clients and offering those in healthcare practice really a reliable business model to help them be successful. That's a hero. Jim Abrams. You can reach him at Fyzical.com. That's Fyzical.com. And, of course, Eliances, you will have the link at Eliances.com, where entrepreneurs align.